If you have watched movies in the late 90s, most of the rich businessmen on the screen were into import or export business, though we never knew what kind of goods they were importing or exporting.
इंस्पेक्टर सलीम, इधर भी।
मैं तो इधर हूँ, तू यहाँ क्या कर रहा है?
दुबई जा रहा हूँ।
दुबई?
आजकल नया शुरू किया ना, इम्पोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट का।
Now, considering the liberalizations by the government of India, there are a lot of avenues for one to indulge in import-export business. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the important compliances or registrations required for one to run such import or export business. Hi, I'm Yashwanthnijagal, a chartered accountant in practice. Every week, I post one video which will certainly provide you with valuable financial insights. Let us start off with the GST registration. Now, though there is a threshold limit of 40 lakhs when it comes to sale of goods and a threshold limit of 20 lakhs when it comes to sale of services for obtaining GST registration, if you are looking to import or export goods on account of business in India, it is mandatory for you to obtain the GST registration, irrespective of the turnover limit. The second important thing required would be the IEC or Import-Export Code. This is very similar to the process of obtaining a PAN card for an individual who wants to file his tax returns. So a businessman who wants to export or import goods into or outside India, he needs to have this IEC or Import-Export Code, and the process to obtain that is very simple. You just fill out an application and it would take around 1 to 2 days time for the IEC to be allotted. The third one would be something called as an IceGate portal registration. Now, how you have the income tax portal for filing tax returns, similarly for someone who is engaged in the import or export business needs to have the login credentials to the IceGate portal, and this is a kind of a tedious process. You need to obtain a digital signature, create your login credentials by submitting a few declarations, and the whole process would take around 3 to 4 days time. And why this is important is, when you are importing goods to India, you will have to pay duties and taxes, and it is recommended that these import duties such as customs or IGST is paid once you log in to the IceGate portal. The fourth one would be to obtain an AD code from your bankers. For example, if you are banking with ICICI or HDFC Bank, you need to give them a declaration that you are going to be making payments outside India or receiving payments from other countries on account of import or export, and then submit a letter to them requesting for an AD code or authorized dealer code, and this code will be given by the bankers to you, and you will have to code this or send this details to your vendor at the time of making the payment or receiving the payment. The last important point would be to have the right customs or shipping agent, because this person will be the point of contact between you and the government authorities, whether in the FSI department or whether with the customs department. So you need to have someone who is knowledgeable and reliable so that you get the goods delivered on time. If you are into import of goods from other countries, you need to keep in mind that there will always be an additional liability on account of customs which have to be paid if you have to get the goods into India, and make sure that you are well aware of the rate of customs which is applicable for your goods. And also, if you are looking at importing food substances or any food related articles, that you are aware about the restrictions and conditions imposed by the FSI or food department, so that the goods don't get stuck in the customs warehouse. And as always, no tricks, no hacks. Follow me for valuable financial insights.